Hello everyone. Today I prepared the demo comparing the DAC Sony from early 80s with the Pioneer from end of 80s, and that's where I have read comments that you don't compare proper Sonys, the early Sony sounds much better, and I may say that I like the sound more, even if it distorts more and not so precise. The main point that the high frequencies, even in source mode, work differently. They've been a little bit elevated in the vocal and low highs range, and I believe they're a little bit lower on the very highs. Measurements doesn't show that it's much true. It shows pretty close, but that's how I hear it. All right, and we will be comparing with the Pioneer CT-91. Which sound specifically it's brighter than source. So I tune it. I will be switching between source and tape, between tape 1, tape 2, so we would be able to compare everything and better understand the specifics of the different sound. All right. So let me start recording. We will start from listening tape with performer Moreza, and this tape has been recorded on the Sony 555 ESA, so it's a very trustful DAC. I hope you enjoy it. Give me a moment. Alright, so I'm installing the tape in the top DAC. You see how slim it is, so it's the size of the tape, really. Sony did more than any other manufacturer to achieve the slimmest DAC in the world mark. Alright, so I'm recording. Enjoy. Okay, now let's see how this tape will sound on the Pioneer. playback. Okay, I believe you enjoy it. So, what do you think? I believe these two decks is very good examples how analog era, warm, nice, pleasant sound, switch it to digital, clear, very detailed, with introduction of the CD players, and when all decks start to mimic digital sound. And that's why I still love the sound of FX7, FX707, they are very special for me, and Nakamichi 680. They have very warm sound, very pleasant. You can hear this very long time, and it's not introduce tiredness. And that's why we may clearly see analog versus digital. All right. Now, let's switch to recording. The top deck is two-head deck, so we would need to record then rewind to listen. Lower deck, we would be able to compare recording during the time of recording. Let me reset counters. I have set levels to be even, so starting recording. Enjoy the sound.
so why do you? I don't remember much, but I'm sure that we were through. I'm not looking for your eyes to search for what they might disguise, so why do you? I got no problem, so why do you? You're blowing on the ashes, that's what I think you do. It's been a secret that never got that deep inside, to hurt the spot at any time. That deep inside, to hurt the spot at any time. After all this time, why would I? Turn around for you, the truth has faded into a lie. Among all things that I could do, I obviously still bother you. Why do I? I'm just wishing you could forgive. That is what we do to make life easier to live. It's been a secret that never got that deep inside, to hurt the spot at any time. The deep inside, to hurt the spot at any time.
Took my first breath where the muddy rises, spills into the Gulf of Mexico, where the skyline's colored by chemical plants that put bread on the table of the working man, where the working man does his best to provide safety and shelter for kids and a wife, giving a little of a soul every day, making overtime to keep the wolves away. Well, I was barely 13 when the company man tried to dig my daddy's grave. It happened on a French-owned tanker ship, spilling poison into Galveston Bay. Well, the liquid fire filled his lungs and his eyes silenced any more cries. Cold in the grave, with death stinging pain, he fought like hell to keep the wolves away. For the next few years, Dad was sick as a dog, but he made a recovery just to spite the odds. The settlement came and we moved out of town, where the sky isn't heavy with refinery clouds. Yeah, he's still alive, he's doing good, he's in his 50s, but the money's running out and he's pinching for pennies. So I'm going for broke with every song I play, 'cause now it's my turn to keep the wolves away.
All right, now let's divide. As you may see, Sony from 1982 can count time, and Pioneer from 1989 cannot. It switches to counter. All right, almost the same on the rewind speed. Now I will start them in the same order and we'll be switching between first and other deck so you can compare. I would not play full song, just the pieces, and rewind to the next. Okay, I believe it was enough to understand difference. Now I will rotate to the next zone and I will use counter. It should be around 519 and we will use Pioneer search function.
Think about it no more. So why do you? I don't remember much, but I'm sure that we were through. I'm not looking for your eyes to search for what they might disguise. So why do you? Got no problem, so why do you? You're blowing on the ashes, that's what I think you do. It's been a secret that never got to hurt the spell at any time. To hurt the spell at any time. After all this time, why would I turn around for you? The truth has faded into a lie. Among all things that I could do, I obviously still bother you. Why do I?
Alright, so next divide into the next song.
Took my first breath where the muddy rises, spills into the Gulf, rises, spills into the Gulf of Mexico, where the skyline's colored by chemical plants that put bread on the table of the working man, where the working man does his best to provide safety and shelter, giving a little of his soul every day, making overtime to keep the wolves away. Well, I was barely 13 when the company met. It happened on a French-owned tanker ship, spilling poison in the Galveston Bay. Well, the liquid fire filled his lungs and his eyes silenced any more cries. Cold in the grip, with death stinging pain, he fought like hell to keep the wolves away.
Okay, I hope this would be enough to understand what the difference is between two decks, two generations in our analog and digital. Let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I need your support. Hope you enjoying my videos. See you and bye-bye. And here guys, the bonus part of this video. So that's the source response of the Sony TC-FX7. I told you that I've heard that mid and low highs has an elevated level, and it's half decibel, and after 16 kilohertz it drops down a little bit, right? And that's what I'm really here. And let's see the minus 10 decibel. I didn't know that it's just half decibel and I would be able to hear it so well. So when it's on minus 10, I believe it will repeat the chart. Let's give it a moment. Sorry for my shaky hands. But that's what you hear in reality. That's the difference between two decks. So this part is brighter. This deck was not louder, it was at the same level. You see 400 Hz is flat, but it was sounding brighter in the vocal and instruments range, and it was clearly here. And you see it's just repeated the same way here. And the next, and you see it's don't go above 20, and on 0 level, let me see how it will look like. I believe it will repeat as well. The deck is tuned currently -1 decibel. I decided not to correct with corrections levels for T100. It's not a big deal. Now like half decibel. All right. Yeah, okay. And now I will be playing it back. Okay. Now I stop recording and we went back. And we will start from -20. I really want to see what this deck will record. I believe I didn't measure it before. Now it should start playing -20. Yeah. You see it has a drop on very low frequencies, like 10-20 Hz. They are -6 decibel to the original levels. -5 probably. Okay. But you didn't mention that, right? So it was sounding really great. And as you may see on playback, it fully repeats, even like a little brightens, like by 1 decibel. It depends on the different tapes I've been tuning. This one is golden TDKSA. I don't remember which one I was tuning. Now -10 decibel. On this playback, and it's pretty close, as you may see. It repeats really well. Okay, yeah, see, it's just like a cut-off filter on bass. Oh, why it repeats? Probably I did it twice for -20. Sorry, it will go better. It will jump to -10 in the next round. But it should repeat it pretty well. With 1 decibel difference on 13 kilohertz, it's about nothing. It still sounds really great. But this drop after 16 kilohertz on chrome tape makes the sound softer, more analog. So there is less information for brain to process, and that's where we can listen this music much longer than the digital, because digital loads brain much harder. Right? Yeah, you see it repeats the previous chart, except low frequencies drop and little rise on the high frequencies. Very little on -10, and you see it doesn't record much more than 16 kilohertz. And 0, I believe, will look even more terrible. These old decks, they are not so digital, not so cool from the chart perspective, but the sound is still beautiful. Alright, that's, you see how it's recorded. And it was just one run, so I didn't adjust anything. You see, that's the softness, that's highs, which on high level it cannot reproduce. Alright, that would be it. That's a bonus material for those who are interested in technical details. Thank you, and see you in my channel.